But before we begin, I'm going to ask chat one question, just one question. If you had one favorite song off of Map of the Soul 7, what is it? Which one is it? Let me know in chat. I want to see. All right, I see Black Swan, Shadow, My Time, Moon. This is what excites me. This is what excites me. It's all over the place. Filter. Oh, I've been hearing a lot about that one. Louder Than Bombs. I love that everybody has a different answer. These songs just hit you differently. It just depends on like where you are, what your headspace is, and what you like, you vibe with. I'm making you choose. I'm making you choose, and I'm seeing chat go. I'm seeing it go, and I'm seeing a lot of first-time chatters. Hey, first-time chatters, say hi. We don't bite. We're fine. We're kind around here. Oh, I'm seeing a lot for Black Swan though, and Louder Than Bombs. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Filter, I think, is something people have been wanting me to do for a while. 0 Hour, Ego, Louder Than Bombs. Wow, there's a ton. Okay. Let's check out the document. Do I have it up over here? I do. Let's just read the description of the album. I won't read about the tracks. We'll just go into them blind. The first one, or the description of the album is Map of the Soul 7 is meant to symbolize the 7 members of the group as well as the 7 years the band has been put together. Map of the Soul was based on the theories of Carl Jung, who thought that the human psyche was made up of various components, primarily persona, shadow, and ego. Map of the Soul was supposed to be a trilogy, with shadow and ego being their own EPs. Oh, really? I didn't know that. But with their 7-year anniversary, it was made into one larger album. Okay, all right, very cool. The trilogy thing would have been neat too, but the 7 makes total sense. 7 guys, 7 years, anniversary, I get it. This album became the best-selling album of 2020 within an hour of its release. Within an hour of its release, it debuted at #1 on all real-time Korean musical charts, an achievement known as the perfect all-kill, including songs from the EP Map of Soul 7 Persona. The album is a total of 21 songs, 15 being new. This album was released February 21st, 2020, and BTS had the chance to perform. BTS never had the chance to perform any of these songs in front of Army because of COVID shutdown until last year at their concerts for LA. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. So they release the super popular album that is the perfect kill, and they can't even play the songs live. Oh boy, that must have been tough. That must have been tough. What's the first one? All right, so the first one is BTS Map of the Soul 7 Interlude Shadow, the comeback trailer. You guys ready? I'm ready. Let's do this thing. Cabbage, stay alive. Stay alive, Cabbage. Here we go. Oh boy.
I wanna be rapped, I wanna be the top, I wanna be rocked, I want it on mine, I wanna be rich, I wanna be the king, I wanna go win, I wanna be rapped, I wanna be the top, I wanna be rocked, I want it on mine, I wanna be rich, I wanna be the king, I wanna be me, I wanna pick thing more boy, let me see, I got a big dream, yeah. 매일 설레지 내가 어디까지 가지 정신없이 달리다 보니 어느새 여기까지 왔지 yeah. 발 밑에 그림자 고개 숙여 보니 더 커지잖아 도망쳐봤잖아 따라오는 저 빛과 비례하는 내 그림자 Whoa. 두려워 로그나는 게 너무 무섭지 아무도 말 안 해줬잖아 여기가 얼마나 외로운지 말여 나의 도약은 추락이 될 수 있단 걸 이제 알겠어 때론 도망이 자선이란 걸 사람들은 뭐 말하지 저 빗속은 찬란한 내 근데 내 그림자 되려 더 커져 나를 삼킨 괴물이 돼저 위로 또 위로만 가다 보니 여긴 어디도 더 위로만 가는 실온 무사히 바른 대로 높게 날고 있는 순간 저 내려지는 빛에 더 커진 그림자 Please don't let me shine Don't let me down Don't let me fly
This reminds me of him talking about his masks.
Don't let me I want it all mine. I wanna be rich.
This is intense.
I wanna be the king. I wanna go win. I wanna be left. I wanna be the top. I wanna be rocked. I want it all mine.
This is dark.
I wanna be rich. I wanna be the king. I wanna be me. I wanna be.
It's like he's watching himself. What the hell? What a shift. I am you, you are me. It's like he's lost in the crowd. Okay. What an intense, dark way to start the album. So Interlude Shadow is the name of the song, and he directly talks about a shadow the entire way through it. And he's talking about like the shadow is actually a person. It's not just a shadow. It's like a mirror image of him or a different version of Suga. This song is strange in the structure for sure, where there's some odd twists and turns that I was not expecting, and it definitely has a dramatic, dark approach to it. It definitely gets hyped up there towards the end, but I wasn't expecting that chorus. That was a complete shift. It felt like a different song completely, but that shouldn't and does not surprise me. Suga is known for that kind of production. He's known for doing that with his music and completely changing the direction in it. The music video, again, yeah, pretty dark, but I think some of it seems pretty straightforward, especially when he's talking about who he is compared to his shadow and kind of getting lost in the audience and having different versions of himself, which again is giving me flashbacks to, I believe it was his first mixtape when he was talking about the different masks that he has to wear. So the shadow's like a different version of the masks. Now, again, I have zero context behind this. I'm grasping at straws here, guys, and I'm probably getting a lot wrong. But I wanted to give my first authentic idea of what I thought this was without really any input. It's dark. It's ominous. It's abrasive. It's not easy to digest, but it's still catchy. It's smooth in some parts, but abrasive in others. And again, it does feel like he's talking about the shadow being an extension of himself or having multiple different versions of himself. The imagery is powerful here as well, too. Just him getting lost in the shadow of the stages. In fact, I think he was watching himself perform at one point as well. But getting lost in the cell phones, all lights and stuff like that. It just seems like he's kind of talking about where he is and the success. But it seems like he's also taking this to a darker place and talking about possibly some of the darker elements of being at this level. He repeats several times that he wants to be the king. He wants to be a rapper. He wants to be a rock star. He wants to be on top. But I think he might be asking himself at what cost. Okay. That's my theory. Let's see what the Dream Team has to say. And let's see if I'm off. All right. So they're telling me Interlude Shadow. This song is Suga's solo song. Greed, fear, and the battle of knowing knowing his persona. Suga talks about the pressure of rising fame and shadow and what comes with it. The music video is slightly shorter than the version of the album, so we will show both the music video and the album version. Shadow samples. Oh, are you late too? Oh, very cool. Okay, yeah, I definitely want to see that, especially if there's a longer version. Yeah, that makes sense. I think Greed. I didn't really, I guess, yeah, him talking about wanting to be rich and wanting all this stuff. I guess that is a version of greed. As far as fear go, he did seem, I don't know how fear plays into this. Maybe I missed something. We'll revisit this song for sure when we do the extended version of it. But definitely a powerful way to start the album. It's ominous, it's dark, it's gritty, and it's raw. This is going to be fun. Should I watch? I almost want to watch that again. It's only 2 minutes. I'm watching it again. I know we're going to watch the extended version, but I was paying attention to lyrics on that one, and I think I missed some of the imagery, so I just want to, real quick, it's only 2 minutes. It's only 3 minutes. Starting off in this hallway here. Now, again, there's like shadows well, dark figures that seem to be kind of like deteriorating. And what's that red stuff around the door? I worry for Sugar. I do.
I wanna be west. I wanna be the top. I wanna be a rockstar. I want it on mine. I wanna be rich. I wanna be the king. I wanna go win. I wanna be west. I wanna be the top. I wanna be.
It looks so sad.
I want it on mine. I wanna be rich. I wanna be the king. I wanna be me. I wanna pick team over. Let me see. I got a big dream. Yeah. Ooh, 매일 설레지 내가 어디까지 가지. 정신없이 달리다 보니 어느새 여기까지 왔지. Yeah. 발 밑에 그림자.
This is creepy. This is an interesting scene too, and I think I missed it because I was really focusing on the lyrics. It's the people wearing all black, which I believe is supposed to represent the shadows, trying to break down this door that he's behind. Is he afraid of not being able to live up to the hype of what people think he is, and that is his shadow? He's talking about how lonely it is up at the top, and I would imagine that it is. Saying he can leap into the air, but he can also plunge. This might be darker than I originally thought. He's worried about being consumed by the fear and the greed of his shadow and it being taking over him completely and there be nothing left, which is something that happens to most artists, especially ones at this level. I rise, I hate it. Yeah, he's got some qualms with success and what all of this work has led to, and it's not always pretty. He's painting a very, very, very vivid picture with it. Yeah, this is polished. I love the floating guitar solo. It's almost like he's afraid of what he's going to succeed and how high it's going to take him and if he's ever going to be able to even come out of that.
I want to be the top. I want to be a rockstar. I want it on mine. I want to be rich. I want to be the king. I want to go win. I want to be left. I want to be the top. I want to be a rockstar. I want it on mine.
It's like it takes you like down and then you're like, oh God, I'm in this weird dark place. And then all of a sudden he switches keys and goes even darker on that. We have like the ominous dissonant piano and like these like really dark undertones, but then like he turns it up to 10 and takes you even further into like the depths of the darkness of this song. And that's where it leaves us with a different key and a distorted driven bass line. And then things start picking up and his lyrics and his phrasing comes across almost like it almost feels like machine gun phrasing. It just like comes at you with like such ferocity and such speed and intenseness.
I want to be the king. I want to be me.
And this is where the video's shifting as well. That's where he's like in the crowd and like there's different versions of himself and all he sees is the light of the cell phones. Yeah, I am you and you are me now. Is he being consumed by the shadow? Even his expression, even like his delivery and stuff like that, like his voice cracking and going up higher and stuff like that, just adds a different level and layer of grittiness to an already gritty offset to what should be the normal chorus. Eerie, man. It's eerie. but it feels honest. It feels real. It feels like he's having a conversation with people and he's letting you in on what it's actually like there at the top and his actual fears of being consumed by what I believe is his shadow, which might be just different people's, you know, versions of what they think that he is. And he knows that he's doing it to himself, and he's almost like reaching out and like begging people, please don't let me get higher. Don't let me get to this level. I don't know if it's going to consume me. And it's moody, it's dark, it's abrasive, it's difficult to digest, but at the same time, it's got very creative and very playful production. But it takes you to a dark place. And then when you think you're there, it goes even deeper into the bowels of what this is. And yeah, one hell of a way to start off the album. This is going to be fun. Let's see what's next.